What's up, everybody? Welcome to the backyard. Last video I showed you everything about how to dethatch and overseed in the front yard, and quite honestly our house is kind of like a mullet. We got business in the front with the 2-inch long bluegrass, perennial rye, tall fescue mix. In the backyard we got the party, so the golf course is going on back here, so we got to treat things a little bit differently. So if you're gonna have a golf course, you got to treat it like one. So I've got my assistant groundskeeper with me today, and we're gonna put together a batch of some grass seed that we're gonna lay out, and here's what I'm gonna use to do that. Whoop. So we've got a premium blend of organic matter plus peat moss. So I'm gonna use this as the soil. I'm gonna mix seed in there and put some starter fertilizer, mix it up in a bucket. And then, like at a golf course, we took a Tropicana, what is this? 52-ounce jug of Tropicana, chop the bottom off so we can scoop and we can lay it out there just the way you would at a golf course. So here's how we're gonna do that. Now I've got a pretty good pre-mix of soil, seed, and starter fertilizer. That looks like a pretty good even distribution. That way you know you're gonna get good seed to soil contact because the seed is already in the soil. And when you got a good helper like this, who could go wrong? Another thing we're gonna do today that's similar to a golf course is we're gonna utilize a reserve area where we've got good grass. I'm gonna cut that out and transplant it to some areas that are a little thin, like this spot right here. So here's that bare spot right here. Take the good grass from the side. I cut it down about 1.5 inches or so. You don't want to cut it too shallow, otherwise you're not going to get the roots and it's going to die. But I set it right over top of that bare spot. Now I'm going to make an edging for it. So just take the shovel right around there. All right, so I'm gonna replace and reseed the grass over here in my reserve area. And you can see I've taken out like 5 or 6 different cuttings from an area that I cut with a reel mower, because if I try to transplant grass that's longer, it's not gonna blend in with the rest of the golf course fairway length backyard. So this is my reserve area. It looks kind of toasted and dry right now, so I'm gonna put some new seed down with some new soil and some starter fertilizer and see if we can get this area to grow again. So within just a couple minutes, I was able to aerate, put down new grass seed, put down peat moss, put down new dirt, spread it in, and top dress basically at the same time. So all those different steps you can do really quickly if you make that pre-mix that has the dirt, the peat moss, the grass seed, and the starter fertilizer all in one. So we've got some holes that dirt with those brand new grass seeds have gone into, so it's gonna strengthen up this area. It got fungus in this area last year too, so it's gonna be good to get some new varieties of grass in there that are hopefully a little bit more disease tolerant. Finally, the sun is shining. We had 5 straight days of rain. So here's that area that I worked on 6 days ago. It's amazing how much this is filled in already. It looks so much better in less than a week. So now I'm gonna bring out the Greensmaster and cut the backyard down to 5/8 of an inch. It's a little overgrown. I haven't mowed in I think 4 days. So I'm gonna have to cut it in a couple different directions. That way those long blades of grass don't get laid down and missed by the mower. So let's get after it and let's get a mow in. So that's gonna do it for this video. Just got done mowing. Take a look. Everything's looking really good. Very happy with the outcome of all the dethatching and overseeding, fertilizing, all the things you need to do in the fall to get your lawn where you want it to be. Got the stripes going on that way. Come on over to this angle. We got them going on this way too. Double wide stripes. It's my first year doing this, mowing with the golf course reel mower at 5/8 of an inch. I didn't know if it would work out well or not. So thanks for coming along this journey with me. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. So it's been 2 weeks since I made the dethatching and overseeding video. And anytime I watch a video like that, I think to myself, that's a cool process, but does it actually work? So I wanted to show you after 2 weeks, just taking a look around the lawn, with the fertilizer and with the cooler temperatures and the rain that we've had, everything has greened up so much. Those areas that I overseeded, they're starting to fill in and get a lot thicker because this front yard is very shaded. So I like to do this at this time of year to make sure that that fills in and gets a little bit stronger before the winter time. So honestly, you can't argue with the results. I'm really happy with the way it looks. Nice and dark green. That perennial ryegrass stripes up nicely. It gives those really defined stripes. So if you're thinking about this process for yourself, it really works.